Hi and welcome to the Resources Roadhouse. I'm Wally Graham. I'm in Busselton. I'm at the South-West Connect ASX Showcase. Caught up with an old friend of the Roadhouse, Bruce Maluish, who's Managing Director of VRX Silica. Hey Bruce, welcome back to the Roadhouse. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you, Wally.
All right, so we caught up earlier in the year and you had a lot to tell us then, but there's obviously been some progress at your Silica Sands projects. Can you fill us in what's going on?
Well, no doubt the biggest hurdle we've got is getting environmental approvals, particularly for Arrowsmith North. And we've moved to the next stage. Since we last caught up, we've had the proposal for Arrowsmith North published. The EPA have received public comments. Those submissions have been compiled and sent to us, and we're currently finishing off a response to submissions. And we should have that together in about within the next week or so. And we'll lodge that. That gets then reviewed by the EPA, hopefully fairly smartly. Unfortunately, Christmas is in the middle of that part of the assessment. But we expect to sort of hear early next year on what we've got to do next.
All right, and so those approvals through, what does that mean for the progress of the project? If the approvals come through, do you immediately get out with the shovels or what happens?
Oh, not quite. No, we've got to build a plant, but we've finished all the exploration. We don't need any more sand there. We've got 100 years worth. We've done all the metallurgical test work, process circuit design, and the engineering all the way up to fabrication drawings. So we haven't wasted our time in that since we last met, but it's been mainly about approvals and dealing with the EPA. But it's moving forward.
So that's like Arrowsmith. Is that the main focus, or are we looking elsewhere as well? There are other things going on within the portfolio, aren't there?
Mushay,
yep.
And Arrowsmith Central. The approvals at Arrowsmith North actually have a bearing on the other projects. There's a number of precedents that we're setting within the Arrowsmith project, so that will relate back to the other projects. Arrowsmith Central and also Mushay have had all the studies that we've done at Arrowsmith North have been repeated at those two projects. In fact, Arrowsmith Central is at the sort of second stage of the approvals process. We lodged an environmental scoping document June last year. We're still waiting for a response on that. EPA is working solely at the moment on Arrowsmith North, but it has bearing on the other projects. And once we establish those precedents in the Arrowsmith North approval, hopefully it will speed up the process on the other projects.
Yeah. Well, that seems like everything's sort of swinging along nicely. What do we really anticipate to hear over the next couple of months? Just the approvals coming through, or is there?
Yeah, approvals, and also we've got a number of offtake agreements that are almost in place, but they're subject to being a little bit closer with the EPA approval. The potential buyers want to see it a little bit further down the track.
Yeah.
So we've got a number of those lined up, and we're still getting inquiries all the time. We had, I think I've had 2 this week already. And sometimes quite substantial. So we're dealing with those. We've had a number of site visits from some very big Korean and Japanese companies. They've taken away more samples. We seem to be producing more and more samples all the time to go out to these guys. But the feedback from all the buyers has been very good. They're all interested in buying. Yeah.